It's about time, bitch.
My name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
Rowena Whey. It's Troy.
What's going on here?
Just a whole lot of celebrity.
Pause for applause.
Hello, and welcome to What's the Maple Tea? I never know when we do this virtually if we are actually in time, and most of the time we're not, so it's great.
I think we're in time, Rowena.
It's
your live broadcast podcast of What's the Maple Tea?
Yes.
JD, Tyffanie Morgan.
And me, Rowena Whey. Yes.
I'm changing things up. It's all about me today.
That's my script. I say that part, Tiff. This is as Tyffanie stated when she stole my line. We are live broadcast. We are also a podcast on Apple Music and Spotify and Google and other places. And we are uncensored, unfiltered, live. Maybe today a little filtered, but live.
Definitely very live.
Mm-hmm. But today we are recording this virtually. I'm in the comfort of my living room at my office where I spend 48 hours of my life 24/7.
Yes, and I, of course, am in Sweet Pea Studios, as you can tell, with a lovely background, beautiful lighting, camera work.
She's in her blue period nowadays. She's working with that blue backdrop.
Yes, and I don't know where to go with that, Rowena. I think we just need to bring on our special guest because we have someone sitting in the green room, quiet, waiting for us, loving our intro music, apparently. Wow.
Our intro music is fantastic. But yes, let's bring on our special guest.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. This is Em, and they are here with us today to chat about all things, drag, but also a very special upcoming event that I think that we'll let them talk about.
Yeah, so...
That's a nice introduction. And could you maybe tell some of our listening audience out there, like maybe a little bio, a little brief, who is Em? Why should we be following Energy Fitness?
Nice plug, appreciate that. So my name is Em Donkers and I run Energy Fitness. So I am on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And basically what I do, I am a fitness content creator and I try to inspire and advocate for the queer community, especially trans community, on being their authentic selves and building the body that's meant for them.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. And we are going to be chatting about a very special thing that you are about to be a part of, or already were a part of, but everyone will soon get to know all about it. And I think if you were to back up slightly, everyone could kind of see what that is about.
Yeah. There we go.
Canada's Ultimate Challenge.
Yeah. This amazing original TV show that is completely in Canada. And it's basically a giant obstacle course, or turning Canada into a giant obstacle course, and competing all across the country with 24 amazing other athletes and getting to test ourselves physically and mentally. And it was an incredible experience and I can't wait for people to watch. It comes out on February 16th. CBC Gem, and you can watch it at 8 p.m. Thursday. So mark your calendars.
So that was 8
It
p.m.
doesn't-
Thursday, February 16th.
So
It
next
doesn't compete with
Thursday,
Drag Race. Next Thursday.
next
It
Thursday.
doesn't compete with Drag Race. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Prime time. And there's no Leafs game. There's no Raptors game. So what else are you going to watch aside from Canada's Ultimate Challenge? So
I mean, there are no other Canadian sports other than the Leafs and the Raptors. So Canada's Ultimate Challenge is the only one. It's the only one to watch.
Should we play the little promo that we have?
yes, please.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's
Go
do
Tech Whiz
it.
Tiff.
I'm doing it.
We get our reactions too.
Individually, you're 24 strangers, but together, you make up 6 teams. To help unlock their full potential, each team will be coached by a legendary Canadian athlete.
Let's go! There you go! Beautiful!
Whoa.
You got this! Come on, all you! We are about to push you to your limits.
Okay, no problem now.
On a unique cross-Canada obstacle course. It's game time! We will begin eliminating teams with the lowest scores. Things are about to be shaken up.
All comes down to this. In the end, only one team will be champions of Canada's Ultimate Challenge.
Ah,
Wow.
gives me goosebumps.
Wow.
Gives me all the feels.
It just looks so intense. I'm excited.
So intense. And like, we had no idea, obviously, what we were coming into with the challenge or anything. Like, day of, we had no idea. We didn't really know at all until basically we were out on the platform and had to do the challenge. So that was, you had to be prepared for anything and everything.
I mean, the first thing that came to my mind when watching it was, I hope that those athletes all know how to swim.
I
like
mean, not everyone-
seriously.
Yeah. I mean, that was the
I-
thing of having a team. Like, you had people with different skills and you could kind of select based on what challenge you were doing who would be the best suited for that challenge. So if it was a swimming challenge and you didn't know how to swim, you probably weren't putting your hand up, kind of thing. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Tiff's like, no, not for me, not for me.
Well, watching the video. So for any of our listeners, they didn't see that there were people hanging from like 100 feet heights and stuff, and being thrown into like glacial rivers. It's just like I'm freaking out. I'm afraid of heights, trestle bridges, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh my god.
Okay, so remind me, Tiff, when we eventually get a booking for like the top of the CN Tower, I will not ask you to participate.
Well, ask me to participate at the bottom at the CN Tower.
Tyffanie will be the welcome wagon. She'll be like, and now start your climb.
Then start your time. Here is the elevator. Oh my gosh. That is so, and I think I may have caught a glimpse of you in there. So like, go yellow team. Hashtag yellow team.
Yellow. Monique. Yeah. So yeah, I know every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, there I am, or whatever. Like Zoom.
Will you be so how did this come about? Like, how did you find out about the show, and how did you get involved?
Yeah, so I was reached out to over my Instagram, and so somebody reached out to me over DM, and it was an associate producer, and they basically told me a little bit about the show, just thought I would be a great candidate, and then they asked if I wanted to hop on a phone call, and I was basically like, yeah. So within like 5-10 minutes, we exchanged numbers, and then I hopped on the phone with them, and they basically just talked a little bit more about the show. And this was probably on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. And they basically said, if you go on and apply for the show by Friday, you have a good chance of getting on. And so then I was kind of like, well, here we go. So then I went on my computer. It was one of those forms where you're answering all those kind of paragraph style questions, why you'd be a good candidate for the show, and just kind of giving a bit more background about you. And then after that, there were several rounds of like interviews or highlight reels, different things that I had to show, like just different skills that I had, specific skills that they maybe wanted me to display or wanted to see me do. And then another round was an interview. And then after about 4 rounds, I found out that I was on the show.
That's amazing. How long would you say that took? Like, were you waiting with like bated breath for like months and months and months?
Yeah, it's definitely in between all of those like times that we got to meet or whatever felt like forever, but I'm sure it wasn't. So I think I was originally reached out to in February, towards the end of February. And then the show was starting to film or collect everyone for orientation at the end of June. So yeah, a few months in between there. But then, yeah, end of June, we all got together and then we were gone for up to 5 weeks. So last week of June and all of July.
Tiff just has a look of shock on her face, everyone.
Oh no, I'm like, I'm like, so this was mostly filmed all in July. Okay, so when you were jumping in those glacial rivers and those oceans, they were still cold, but not that cold.
Yeah, so those glacial rivers that you're looking at are up in the Yukon as well. So that was
It's
chilly.
really all across Canada.
All across, yeah. Like they did an amazing job from west to east and tried to highlight all the major landmarks of Canada and just the iconic places and activities, and really tried to tie that into the show and the challenges.
So it's one half fitness challenge and one half tourism advertisement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, come visit. It is. But that was also really cool because I got to see parts of Canada that I had never even been to. So it was amazing to appreciate and explore and do it with 24 amazing strangers.
I keep flashing back to an Arrogant Worms quote. Canada is really big. That's about it. That's my only comment there.
Canada's really big.
Canada is really big.
It sure is.
Just for our non-Canadian listeners, Canada is very big. There are a lot of places to go, a lot of things to do. Come to Canada. It's great. Come to Kingston. Watch a drag show.
Yes.
And they don't all speak English.
This is so true. So during that like 5-month period, were you training, getting ready, preparing for the show?
Yeah, definitely was trying to make sure my cardio was in shape. I was lifting weights even more than I already am normally. I was trying to do different skills. So even just practicing like running more often, swimming more often, hanging, holding yourself, pull-ups, a lot of like body weight things where I know I'm going to have to be maneuvering my body and just using my strength, I guess. But yeah, trying to just make sure all of the skills were well-rounded enough to be hopefully suitable for any challenge that they threw at me.
And at the same time, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were also going through your transition.
Yes. So I was about to say this shirt fits a little bit differently than it used to. So yeah, at the time I was on T, and I still am. So microdosing testosterone. But at the time I didn't have top surgery. So that didn't happen until this past September. So well after filming and everything. And so I was mid-transition, I guess, but still every day is part of the journey. And yeah, so I have no like regrets or anything like that. Like I look back and I'm still so happy with who I am and how I look and everything. And obviously it would have been nice to have had the surgery beforehand, but then again, it may have impacted my ability to maybe do some of the challenges or even be on the show. So I actually had a offer to do my surgery earlier and I chose not to because of the show and wanting to be on it.
That's amazing. It'll be interesting for you to look back and kind of, well, I mean, watch this as it comes out. Yes. We have a comment. So proud of you for being on this journey. Amazing work, Em.
Thank you, B. I appreciate that.
As I was saying, it'd be really interesting to watch now, look back kind of on where you were last June, July, and compared to where you are now.
Totally. Yeah.
Like the next couple weeks.
Yeah. I've come into myself that much more. And like then was an experience of a lifetime. And I got to, explore myself a little bit more in terms of challenging myself mentally, physically. So I got to know myself on a different level than trying to worry so much about the transitioning and the identity aspect, but more connect with myself as a human and putting myself in these more stressful situations and seeing how I adapt and overcome them.
And hopefully very well. We know you can't give us any specifics or say anything about it. It's like we all know from trying to like scope on the Reddits about Drag Race. It's a secret.
Yes.
It's a secret. But hopefully it went very well and hopefully you succeed. But we will all be watching with our fingers crossed for you in the next few weeks.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm sure all of Kingston's going to be watching and they're going to be like, go Em, go Em, go.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope like as many people can tune in as they can. And yeah, you can always watch it on the CBC Gem app if you can't watch it live. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. And they're also releasing not only the first episode on Thursday, the 16th, but they're releasing the first 3 episodes. So you can binge 1, 2, and 3 all in a row and yeah, get that much further into the show and know what's going on.
So now I know Tiff has a very specific question for you that I made a little list of questions as I usually do when we're doing an interview, but this one just like popped into this little spreadsheet out of nowhere, and I feel like Tyffanie was a little thirsty the other day. Tiff, what is this question?
Excuse me. Okay. So you, they announced your teams, your Team Yellow. There's some team members, and there was one team member in particular that I was looking at, Chris Lamorne.
Dudley, yeah.
Yeah. Is he single?
No, unfortunately. I'm sorry. He actually just got married this past summer.
After the challenge?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're gonna be like, but then he wasn't married.
It is okay, Tiff. Your thirst can be quenched by watching the show. And he wasn't married before, so it'll be okay.
So it's okay for me to look at him that way as potential husband, even though no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works, Rowena.
I am not known for my morality or my ethics.
I've been to your live shows.
But I do have some questions though too, because I'm kind of interesting because it was interesting listening to the advert because you see the physical challenges, but they also talk about the emotional challenges too. And what did you find challenging doing this program?
Definitely being away for so long was challenging. So being away from friends and family and everything, and just, I mean, everyone was great and we all bonded very quickly and became a family. But it was tough being away from the people you love and just not feeling connected. But we made the most of it and we had a great time and we had so much fun together. But it was also really challenging being around so many other amazing athletes that you just look around and you're instantly intimidated because everyone is strong and they are like just tall or they know what they're doing. You can just tell that they have the background, they've got the experience. Everyone kind of has different backgrounds, so you know they've got different strengths. So just being intimidated, I guess, by them and worrying about your own abilities, and maybe doubting yourself was something that you had to, overcome and work on throughout the process, and also stepping up into some maybe more leadership roles that maybe you hadn't before, and just being a real team player and doing your part.
So this might be a deep question, but how did you feel? So going into this as a transmasc individual, a non-binary transmasc individual, given that the fitness world is not generally known for its knowledge of trans and queer issues, especially in sports and fitness.
Yeah, so that was definitely something that I was carrying with me the entire time, and wanting to represent my community as best as I could and show that we are just as capable and deserving of these opportunities, and to really highlight and show what we can do and how we are such an amazing community of people, and that we just want to be accepted and loved like everyone else, and want to be included in these amazing TV shows and challenges, and just be ourselves and be loved for that.
And to show that you can succeed, not just be a part of it, but also succeed as this person.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Totally. And yeah, to show that like we can handle it, we can take it, we can make the most of it, and we are willing to, dig deep and be our authentic selves, which I think is the hardest thing sometimes people can do, or just most challenging, is fully embracing who you are despite what society says, and being true to yourself, and continuing to do that every day.
That is really inspirational, and to think too that you're going to be representing them on CBC, the Canada Broadcasting Channel, with hundreds of thousands of potential viewers and stuff, and that's just really kind of heartwarming to know that that kind of representation is going to be getting into people's households.
Totally, and hoping that people see themselves in me and can identify with where I've come from in my journey, and that they can see that this could be them, and that they can have a successful, happy trans life, and have the best day every day.
and they could be hangling from rope ladders over a gorge somewhere.
Exactly. And we're still doing it.
If that's what you want to do.
I mean, we put ourselves through all kinds of obstacles, whatever. So what's another challenge?
Now, did you have a favorite place that you got to go to? Are you allowed to tell us?
I would put the Yukon up there. Yeah, okay. Just because I'd never been, and we got to go to the Carcross Desert, which is really cool. Just a desert in the Yukon that you would never expect. And just like you said, the glacier rivers were incredibly beautiful. There's mountains all around. And just to kind of see what life was like up there, talk to the locals, you really felt like you were part of the community. And we would go to the local gyms and things and talk to the people from there. And it was really cool. And just shop in the grocery stores, and
buy $35 heads of lettuce.
Honestly.
Tiff is on a lettuce binge right now.
So expensive.
It's under $5 right now for 3 heads. Oh my God. Oh my good. I never even thought about that. So you got to actually connect with the local communities and even connect with other athletes within those communities and stuff?
Yeah, we would be in a different location every 4 days or so. And then, we would arrive and we kind of get settled and maybe explore around what was going on. But we would go to the gyms because we're all athletes. So we want to stay fit and be in our best tip-top shape for whatever challenge was next. So then it was kind of like one person's going, well, I can't not go. Well, I can't not go. So then the whole group is going. You can't be that one person. So yeah, we would go a lot of the times as a squad, and it was great for bonding. And yeah, we got some really great content and stuff too. So yeah, I'm excited to share more of that as time goes on.
Oh, okay. On your social medias, yes.
Yeah.
Everything but
And-
Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
I mean, I'm on Facebook, but yeah, not so often.
A true new generation of athletes and social media influencers and people absconding from Facebook.
Absconding
Yeah.
from Facebook. What do you have against Facebook, Rowena? What do you have against it? My goodness sakes. So, speaking of YouTube, though, because I think some people forget they go to your YouTube channel, but they may not hit that subscribe button, because that's, I think that's important that people do that. Can you tell people, like, to subscribe to your YouTube?
Yeah,
Look it up.
hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for the notifications. I post workouts on there every Thursday now. And I post also just about my experience with transitioning, talking a bit about that, top surgery, hormone replacement therapy, and just life as a queer person. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's all free, and it's a great resource for workouts and queer content.
Tyffanie just put the link in the chat. So if you are watching right now and you want to go check out those videos, click, afterward you're done watching this, click and
keep listening to us
subscribe.
Live. Keep listening to us live. Yeah.
And hit the bell. Yeah.
But I also want to know a little bit more, because you're all your little teams, I think it's 4,
Yes.
are teamed up with a coach, and a lot of these coaches are previous Olympians, Canadian Olympians. Your coach was Wanique Horn Miller. So do you have any stories you want? Tell us a little bit about Wanique.
Wanique was an amazing coach. She was so powerful in her words. She was fierce. She really allowed us to connect more on a mental level, like really wanted to make sure that we were mentally there for these challenges. Because obviously we can prepare as long as we did for the physical aspect, but really trying to be there mentally and even afterwards, after competitions, to recenter ourselves. And she was really good for that. And we'd have our meetings before challenges, after challenges. We would say like what we could have done better, what we did well. So that was really nice. We took a more holistic approach to it and didn't just focus on the negatives, but really tried to see how we could improve as a team and how we could all work together to make that happen. But yeah, she is an incredible advocate for the Indigenous community, and she was very involved, obviously, all growing up, and is still very much so. Was an Olympic water polo player, and yeah, continues to do great work. And I am very honored to know her and to call her a friend.
That's great to hear that, because the challenge is it's not just the muscles, right? It's in the muscle between your 2 ears there too, right? So
it's the one I need to work on. I'm gonna download that brain game again, start doing those daily Wordles.
Yeah, true. That kind of fell off the Wordle.
Wordle.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Wordle. Oh yes, thank you.
There it is.
Oh goodness sakes! Oh, we're getting some chats here too of some just DM'd. Yeah, okay, that's an interesting little chat there. All right.
Community connections.
Community connections. Can you can you tell us a little bit more about not just this but what you do, energy fitness as well? So you kind of talked a bit about that before, but there's like there's programs that you provide too. There's like a meal schedule. Like
I do a lot.
You do a lot.
I'm like, I know. When I was just thinking about this interview, I was like, "Okay, what are all the things that I do?" So I am an online coach and trainer. So I make people workout plans, and I also have an app that I use, and I have clients on my app, and I train them through my app. So that's pretty cool. I can message them over that. I'll be like, hey, you missed your workout yesterday. Let's get on it, kind of thing, which is really awesome to have that. And it's all branded with my logo and coloring and everything. So really love that. That's a new thing. It came out in December. So it's still kind of new, but I'm loving that and love the ease of being able to work from wherever. But I'm also a mentor, so I will do video calls with people and talk about exercise, talk about nutrition, talking about building a healthy lifestyle, talk about transitioning, if they're thinking about going on hormones or top surgery, just kind of like how to navigate that process. So I'll talk to them about that, or basically anything they want to ask me, I'm kind of game for. And then I'm a YouTuber as well, as I just said. YouTuber. So yeah, I do my workouts and queer content on there. And then I'm also a sponsored athlete for Gymshark and My Protein. So I post on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube for those brands, and I advertise their products. And then, yeah, we work together and promote their clothing or their supplements, depending on the brand and depending on the deal. But yeah, Gymshark's awesome. My Protein's awesome. Check them out. And yeah, that's all.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
All of it.
Yeah.
So if you want any of those things, workouts, mentorship, gym content, queer content, products from Gymshark or protein, I missed the name of it.
My Protein.
My Protein, then contact Energy Fitness on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok.
All the above.
All the above. I have a specific weird question because I like weird questions. So, what is your favorite workout apparel? And
like outfit to wear?
Like outfit.
Ooh. Lately, I've been into more of like the sweatpants and like honestly, sometimes no shirt because I'm loving my chest and loving showing off my chest. So I'll put on my tank top or stringer and it lasts about 5 minutes and then it's off on the side. So I would say most of the time I'm just like in my sweats or shorts and I've got no shirt because I'm loving my life in my body. So.
All I can say is those abs and those little side abs and like all the little abs. Just
side abs, obliques.
Just 1 or 2 washes on that wash. Your clothes will be done. You'll be just done. Just done because it's just so ripped. It's just so ripped.
Wow, thank you. Grate some cheese, wash your clothes. I got you.
I can't eat cheese, but ginger. We'll grate ginger.
Grate it anyway.
I do it anyway. I was gonna say my go-to gym outfit is a pair of short shorts and the tiniest tank top I can find.
Like crop top or tank top?
Tank top, like all the way down to the waist, but because I can't show off the jock strap.
True. You teach spin classes, don't you?
I teach spin class, HIIT class, weightlifting. I teach a bunch of different cardio style workouts. I like to say I teach everything except for kickboxing, Zumba, and yoga, just because I didn't get those certifications. But yeah, I'm also a fitness instructor.
Is that where Rowena Whey comes from?
That is where Rowena Whey comes from, yes. When I started doing drag, I had just become a personal trainer. And I was like, whey, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't have this protein. Let's name myself after it.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
And I teach classes in being a couch potato.
Potatoes have vitamin C.
Whiz, Tiff.
What?
You're a tech whiz.
I'm a tech whiz. Okay, yes, I'm a tech whiz. Yes, there we go. That's why.
And you are the gardening queen of Kingston.
Icon.
that is both good for mental health and physical health as well. Thank you. Okay, yes. I'm not that unhealthy then.
Say gardening is a very, very good mild to moderate exercise that you can do on a daily basis during the summer.
I tune into those tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
They are juicy, Tiff. They are juicy.
But I have to say, you two, like so I have only lived in Kingston since last October. So it's just been over a year and a few months, but I have to say you two have made it so welcoming being here in Kingston. And like, we went out to your show probably like within a couple weeks of moving here and just loved the atmosphere. And obviously we've kept coming back because you two are amazing and such icons of Kingston. And yeah, so just wanted to say thanks for making it so welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
And
we just like being the center of attention.
Well, and I brought my parents to one of your shows and they had a ball and my dad had his legs up and somebody's between. Oh, I've got the videos, but yeah, like just, it was so much fun, and being able to bring them to come experience it too was that much better. So thank you for making it so fun.
Aww.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I think I saw you I think the last show that I saw you, well, me and you at, was the Christmas show at Spearhead. And as soon as I saw you, I'm like, I wanted to give you a hug.
Yeah, hugs going forward, just saying.
Yes, yeah.
So on the... Oh, go ahead, Tiff.
Are you changing to the same topic that I was going to change to?
I don't know. Usually I can read your mind, but I think the answer is yes. Go ahead.
We're talking about drag. Have you been watching Drag Race?
Literally what I was about to say.
Yes, I have. Yeah, I just caught up on the latest episode last night.
Okay. So we are talking about season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race, which is on another channel that we won't mention. Who are you cheering for?
That's a good question.
Good question.
I'll allow you 3 because I never am able to pick one. So you can have up to 3.
Yeah, I honestly, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name and I could see her face. She's super cute with the little short hair.
Marsha.
Marsha. I like her a lot.
Marsha to the 3.
I have to pick 2 more?
You don't have to. If Marsha is your favorite, then Marsha is your favorite. That works.
He's up there. And the other queen, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm blanking on their names, but the long hair, and she's quite funny, and is always reading people.
Oh, Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Yeah, she's good. And then there's one more. Oh, forget her name. Trans woman.
Oh, Sasha Colby.
Yes, I think she could win.
Oh, well, Sasha Colby is the line that she likes to use, and honestly, I have adopted is, she is your drag queen's favorite drag queen.
Yes.
She is, if you ask any of the RuPaul stars from like the last 14 seasons, who the like best drag queen in the United States is, it's Sasha Colby. Wow. And it's, that's something to live up to, but she's living up to it.
Yeah. What a title to have. But yeah, like you said, she is, and they're just like, well, she has been killing it. So
I think that Marsha is doing very well. However, she's just getting picked on by the judges, and I don't think she's going to go as far as she could.
Yeah. And I've been thinking too, like, she doesn't do the big hair so much. And I do think they really like when you have big hair. She's more like the straight kind of like preppy girl vibe.
You hear that, Tiff?
They always have a hate on for us with our little bobs. Like I tell you, they have a hate on. If the wig is not high up to God, sort of thing. The higher the hair, the closer to God you are. Like, you know. But she's not pageant, is she? She's not pageant versus all those other artists that you're talking about.
She's not pageant, but she's talent. She has talent.
Yeah, I kind of wondered with the challenge this last week, because it was supposed to be tie-dye, and she came out with the biggest nosebleed I have ever seen for a dress, which was like very unique though too.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch, but I mean, it worked. I guess worked well enough.
Made it through another week.
Yeah.
But Sasha Colby, oh my god, oh child, please, OCP, oh child,
Yeah.
please. I'm like, that is a line. That is a line that must be stolen.
OCP.
Also,
you don't say it. Don't say it.
That's hashtag trademark. Hashtag trademark. Sweet Pea is hashtag trademark. But walk that duck as well.
I was gonna say, Tiff, don't say the whole thing.
Walk that duck. Walk that duck.
Anitra liked my Instagram story the other day, so I felt associated famous.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah,
and I felt associated famous.
I have applied for it. Yes, I've applied for it 4 times, and I have not gotten on 4 times. So maybe the 5th time.
This or who's sitting in on this can help us, but we'll see about that.
I was just gonna say, I have the personality for reality TV.
You are certainly a great host.
Thank you.
And she has the face for radio.
I do have right now I do, but drag is different.
No, seriously. I've said this so many programs. I'm like, please just take her and get her out of Kingston. I want my town back. I want my town. Just take her away. She needs to be on national TV. Just take her away.
Bring the attention back.
Yeah.
Tiff, bring the spotlight. Let's go.
Oh, and at that moment, we'll just take her away. No, I'm teasing.
That's the problem. She has control. She has the control.
Yes.
And she has not given it up in the last 23 years of Kingston drag.
It'll be 23 in March. Yeah, in 23 in March.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness sakes.
She's her drag persona is older than most of the people who come to our shows now.
Wait, what?
What?
Hold on, I gotta do the math. Hold on.
Do the math.
All the Queen students, yeah. I'm very excited. So we're talking about fitness and drag. I'm actually teaching a fitness class in drag at the end of March or end of February as a part of like Queen's Pride.
Oh, that's awesome. At the Arc?
At the Arc, yeah. I'm teaching a charity spin class in drag, which I've done a couple times before when I lived in Edmonton, but I am very excited to have my makeup melt off my face.
That could be interesting. Can anyone attend?
I believe so. I believe it will be anyone can attend, and it'll be like pay what you can, and like with like suggested donations, but it's like very limited seating because they only have 25 bikes. So it's like, but it's a fundraiser for the Yellow House.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I would love to come if I can get a spot.
Yeah. Tiff, you coming?
Rowena, reserve that seat. I'll be there to sell both your merch. No, I don't think I've ever seen a spin cycle room before. I'm assuming there's a big wheel that everyone spun on or something like that.
Big hamster wheel.
Is there knives thrown at it? I don't know.
That's how they get you to run faster or bike faster.
Just dangle a carrot in front of me, please.
Just imagine a room with lots of like bike-looking things that you strap people into, and then someone acts as a drill sergeant in front of the room telling you what to do. So a torture chamber.
It's
but a fun torture
too.
chamber
Okay.
with like, good music.
Yeah, paid torture chamber.
Paid torture chamber. Yes, exactly. That's basically what fitness is. It's a paid torture chamber.
Exactly. You pick them up, you put them down, and repeat. Yeah.
We have a comment. What is the Yellow House? The Yellow House is an organization at Queen's that works with 2S LGBTQIA students to help provide like additional programming for them to help them succeed at Queen's. Yellow House is going to be the recipient of the funds from the spin class, but they are going to use it for programming and to distribute to different community groups. So
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're as old as I am, it replaced kind of the gray house, as we used to call it. There was another house on campus that was a lot of equity groups supporting. Also sexual health resources there too, but Yellow House.
They decided gray was
different.
too sad, and gay people are happy, and therefore yellow. Hence your team color.
Yes. Meant to be.
Oh, my
Isn't
goodness
yellow the
sakes.
color of joy on the rainbow flag?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the original rainbow flag. It was joy. And gay used to mean happy. I mean, it still technically does. So I think it's appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just such a nice color. I feel like it represents everyone and happiness, like you said.
And it looks good on you, Em. It looks good on you. Here's cheering for Team Yellow till the very end.
Yes.
Is there prizes? There's prizes and stuff.
Are there prizes?
There is a prize at the end, so an ultimate prize. So you get to go to the 2024 Olympics in Paris.
Wow.
Yeah. Unreal.
Paris.
Like
Yeah,
VIP
Summer
all
Olympics
access
in
pass, get to see all the athletes, like
Full shebang. Yeah, it's gonna be the real deal.
plus a year's worth of Anastasia Beverly Hills cosmetics, right?
No, we're getting them confused. We're getting
I'll do
them
that to you.
confused.
Okay, perfect. I could use that. That's a lot of cosmetics.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's, you have to see obviously who wins at the end and who's going to Paris.
2024 will be the Summer Olympics.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's
really,
the best time to visit
see Paris
Paris.
as the Winter Olympics, Rowena?
They have mountains. They have mountains.
In Paris?
Well, okay. The Olympics in where was it? Moscow didn't take place in Moscow. They took place in somewhere 18 hours away. It was not.
Oh, kind of like Kingston. We were the boating place for the
Montreal Olympics. Like
Yes,
it really
capital or something here, isn't it? For Canada, isn't it like very? I don't know.
We do the regatta, so we're part of the regatta every year.
Yeah, my partner does sailing, and she said she would come here every year and do the races and stuff, and how the winds are really good here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways.
The waters it's the best freshwater sailing and boating sort of like in all of Canada.
There it is.
Come to Kingston. # we're not sponsored by the city of Kingston or tourism, but come to Kingston. Come to Kingston.
I occasionally am, but okay.
But not today. Not today.
Not today. Not today, Satan.
Do you have another question, Rowena?
I
did, and then I laughed it out of my own head.
I've got just something I can add about the show. Yeah. So
yes, please.
Obviously, there's lots going on, and the first 3 episodes will be released, but then eliminations start at the 4th episode. So that's something to be ready for. So
we get to know you for those first 3 episodes. We get to know everybody. And then as soon as those relationships are formed, our hearts get broken when all of our favorite people get chopped.
Yeah, exactly. The chop.
That's drama. I love it.
That's the tea right there.
That's the tea.
Well,
it's been so fantastic having you on our podcast today, Em. Do you want to wrap us all up with a summary of where they can watch the show, when it's going to air, who you are, where they can find you on your social medias, so that we leave them wanting you?
Yes. Yeah, so definitely check out Canada's Ultimate Challenge, which is on CBC and CBC Gem, February 16th at 8 p.m. And like I said, you can binge those 3 episodes. And you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Energy Fitness. And yeah, please cheer me on, and hope you can all watch the show. And hope to see some also Kingston locals out and about at some of your drag shows and such. And yeah, I would love to meet more of you. And so yeah, definitely tune into the show and check out my socials. And it's been a pleasure being on the Maple Tea, or What's the Maple Tea podcast.
What's the Maple Tea? Thank you so much, Em. And thank you, everyone. My name is Rowena Whey.
And you can find Rowena Whey at...
Oh, I totally forgot to do that part. You can find me at Rowena Whey on all social medias, including Facebook, and rowenaway.com. And she is... other way, that way.
And my name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan. You can find me at Tyffanie.com. That's TYFFANIE.com. And all the social medias associated with that. Check out our podcast on our website, themapletea.ca, themapletea.ca, and also wherever you're listening to us right now. If you're listening to us live on our Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all those lovely little channels.
Hit the subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button, yes.
Yeah, hit that bell, hit that subscribe.
Do it. Exactly. Hit the bell, hit the subscribe. Well, Em, again, thank you so much for being on our program today.
Thank you. And yeah, can't wait to see you soon at one of your shows.
See you soon.
All right. Bye. Thanks so much. Woo.